Hi everyone, it's Jonathan here. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to tell you about St. Patrick's Day in June, Clover Health style. After last week's performance, Clover Health is a new darling of Wall Street bets. As we can see here, it is the newest meme stock. Welcome to the club, Clover. I hope you didn't blink because the meme stock inspired short squeeze, the Reddit bets inspired short squeeze didn't last very long, but the question is it over? And did you miss out on the opportunity? In today's video, I want to talk about Clover Health, their performance, their story, their comparison to other meme stocks, and how you could possibly trade it. I would first like to thank you, my audience, for your support. It really helps out the channel. If you're new to the channel, I'm Jonathan. I make videos about the market news so that you can trade or invest your way and make money. If you're interested in these topics and would like to receive the notification when I release new videos, click the subscribe button and turn on notifications. Let's move over to Clover Health and the week that was. Let's start with Monday. Monday was plodding along very slowly, quite normally, a little heavier volume than normal, and then boom, in the last 10 minutes, the share price of Clover Health just spiked. And then in after hours, it increased even further. Moving into Tuesday, we can see that the share price opened high and sold off initially, but then continued higher throughout the day. It kept going up and up and up. Although on Wednesday was a different story. Wednesday, the squeeze did not continue. The squeeze died off a little bit. The share price turned lower throughout the day and continued to sell off, closing at the low of the day, basically. Thursday was a bad day for Clover Health stock, as it traded lower all day and without any significant rallies to the upside. On Friday, we can see here, the share price actually rallied a little bit. Even though Wednesday afternoon, Thursday, and Friday were relatively muted or even negative in nature, the share price closed up almost 60% on the week. One of the main differences during the week was that on Tuesday, there were over 700 million shares traded. On normal days, including last week's extremely high volume, the average shares traded are less than 200 million per day. It was only when this volume started dying off that the share price started dying off. This is very similar to other meme stocks. Let's look at two things. Why Clover Health was a candidate for meme stock status and how it became a meme stock. Starting with why Clover Health was a candidate for meme stock status, it is because of three things. First, it is a pretty small cap stock, meaning that the market value of the stock is fairly low. It started the week last week at around 1 to 2 billion, which is pretty low. Second, it is heavily shorted. Earlier this spring, the short seller Hindenburg Research came out with a report that was very scathing, very negative about Clover Health. It talked about an undisclosed DOJ investigation, among other things, and after this, the share price dropped off the table a little bit. It sold off from the mid-teens down into the 6-7 handle range. A third reason why Clover Health was a candidate for meme stock status was because it was a SPAC. SPACs get a lot of heat in the news. They get a lot of heat in the media. A lot of people think that because Clover Health went public through a SPAC, that it's not a solid company. It's not as good as other companies. Hindenburg itself makes a big deal about this SPAC status and also about the investor that sponsored the SPAC. Those are the three reasons why Clover Health was a candidate for meme stock status. Let's talk about why it eventually became a meme stock. Clover Health eventually became a meme stock when enough investors on Reddit's Wall Street Bets subreddit took notice of the heavy short interest and the low share price. The second reason why it ended up becoming the next meme stock is because of this heavy short interest. Wall Street Bets likes to target companies with a heavy short interest because they want the short squeeze to happen. They are anti-short seller and they think that this will make a lot of money, 10x your money overnight. That is the plan. Alright, let's look at what Clover Health is as a company a little bit from beginning to today. Clover Health was founded in 2013-2014. Clover Health was founded to solve the problems of America's health insurance. Clover Health empowers patients, they call them members, and physicians or partners. Clover Health does this through technology and medical expertise. Clover Health went public via a SPAC deal, special purpose entity, In June of 2020, Clover Health engages in Medicare supplemental insurance as well as providing an app for their users. This app allows their doctors to get faster access to all the information, medical records, relevant medical information that their customers have. Their idea is they use technology to help their customers live better lives longer. During the short squeeze last week, it is reported that short sellers were down, at least on mark-to-market losses, around $500 million. But that makes sense. Over 40% of their float was shorted. So we've talked about how Clover Health has gone from just another SPAC deal to meme stock status and maybe back to nothing again. We don't know. What we do know is there are other meme stocks we can compare them to and see how the meme stock Clover Health has performed against the big kids on the block, the meme stocks like GME, AMC, and the like. Here I have in the chart a view of Clover, GameStop, AMC, BlackBerry, and KOSS. What we see here is Clover unfortunately falls to the bottom of this chart. Clover Health is only up 44%, whereas GameStop is up 4,500%, AMC is up 950%, BlackBerry is up 183%, and KOSS is up 1,500%. Meme stock Clover Health is pretty disappointing. Let's hope that if you're an investor in Clover Health, you're not as disappointed with your investment as all the Reddit Wall Street Bets followers are with the meme stock status. Speaking of investing, or maybe more specifically in trading, let's look at what we can do with this information with Clover Health. For Clover Health, I have 3 ideas of what you could do with this potentially. First, I think there is opportunity to sell short puts. There's opportunity to sell covered calls as second place, and there's an opportunity to own the shares alone. Let's look at each of these individually and why I think they might work out for Clover Health. Why do I think a short put could be a good play for Clover Health? Well, for starters, I think the short put is always a good play. I'm a huge fan of short puts, and they are good in almost all market conditions. The big key here for short puts is that Clover Health is very volatile, and it has a high implied volatility, meaning you can actually get paid quite decently for selling those short puts and just insuring somebody else's risk. Looking at the second idea I have for Clover Health, this goes for other meme stocks as well. I think meme stocks fit into a good category for covered calls because of the call skew and because of the very high implied volatility. That means when you sell a covered call, you buy the shares, 100, and sell one short call, you are going to get paid a lot more than you should for the call, and therefore reduce the net purchase price of the shares a lot. The third option you can use for this is to use the typical meme stock strategy or the typical buy and hold strategy. And that is simply buy the shares and hold on to them, get out those diamond hands, not these weak paper hands like mine, and just sit on them. Set your brokerage account to do not lend out if you can. Clover Health is not a meme stock to me, or it's not just a meme stock. I've been trading Clover since the beginning of May 2021 and have done multiple of these strategies. In fact, I have sold puts against Clover, I've sold a covered call, and I've also owned the shares. At this point, I am only short one covered call, meaning I own the shares and I've sold a call. My plan with Clover Health is to continue to take advantage of this high volatility, to own the shares, sell calls against them, but make sure I maintain an upside possibility of at least 50%. That means if I bought the shares at a net purchase price of $14 per share, I would only want to sell them at $21 per share or higher. There it is, Clover Health. Did you have a happy St. Patrick's Day in June? Or did you miss out on the opportunity and only watch the share price go up and back down? Let me know in the comments down below if you are involved in Clover Health and how you like to play these sorts of stocks. If you are more familiar with stock and have an investing idea, let me know in the comment section down below. Thank you for joining me today as we talked about Clover Health. I hope you enjoyed the video and stop by next time. If you have not yet, pat yourself on the back because you made it to the end of this video go ahead and click the like button to make sure that the YouTube algorithm knows that you appreciate the content and it will recommend it to others.